question. On peut couper la musique juste ici. All right. It is the last day of races, and it is 10 a.m. That means the boat's going out to the water. Finally, slalom race is about to start. Clean mobility is already off and into the Port of Monaco. The two French teams in Hydrovancy and Capgemini are also in the water, followed by the Dutch team Zonneboot. Ça va.
Même peut te donner ça pour allumer, ça c'est déjà.
Oceanus is the next one onto the water. The Greeks are looking to have a great performance out there today. They finished 5th in yesterday's event. Today they're going to go for first place. Team C, Shakti. The Indians are going out there now. Good luck, Team India.
Ja, maar ook uitgezet. Communiceren met hem. Hij staat volgens mij uit, maar dat communiceren we wel even straks. Ik check even bij Timo, oké? Klaar voor rechts?
The Swiss Solar boat is officially in the water and is going to have a look at today's event. The Greeks are leaving the slipway now and are ready to take on today's event. They will be followed by Team India. There they go. Team C, Shakti are on the way to the water now. Right behind them go SBM Offshore, the Monegasque team, ready to show what their boat is capable of. You can tell that it's the SBM Monaco team because they're all wearing beautiful orange hats. They look absolutely stunning in orange. Today is actually Eid Mubarak, I've just been informed, which means that any team or anyone hearing this audio right now can come to the Dubai Sailing Tigers paddock and come collect a little chocolate. Thank you, the Dubai Sailing team, for offering anyone some chocolates. Now that is an act of kindness. Thank you, Dubai. The next boat coming out of the paddocks is the French team Mine. They're looking to better their performance from yesterday. They had a spot on the podium for a decent amount of time during yesterday's race. They're looking today to improve on their performance. Their propeller is being protected so that it is ready to take on the waters today. Good luck, Mine. Bonne chance on the waters out there today. Give it all that you've got. It's time to shine. Reminder that as it is Eid Mubarak, you are welcome to come look at the chocolates being given out by the United Arab Emirates team. The Dubai Sailing Tigers are offering you chocolates. Anyone who comes to the paddocks will get a warm welcome and a little chocolate. One chocolate, no more. Don't even think to take two. I get to have two.
You're the one announcing. Is there chocolate?
The leaderboard is up on screen, which means the teams that are in the water will now be starting with today's event.
Bien reculer, baisser le moteur et mettre les barbates de côté. On va le retourner. Et avant de le retourner, il faut vraiment reculer parce que sinon les disques ici ou pas?
Tu le remets là? Tu le remets le remets. Je sais pas si je l'ai bien mis.
Non, c'est la même.
The Italian team Uniboat are on screen now. They're absolutely maneuvering around these cones, starting off the Slalom Challenge in a great way. They're going around the big one, showing off their maneuverable capabilities of their boat. The driver's looking focused. He knows how to handle that steering wheel. He's tested the boat on many waters, the calm ones, the rough ones. You can see on screen now they're going under the arches after putting up a very nice performance. The Bologna-based team are last year's winners of the energy class. They have experience at the competition. You can see there are two propellers at the back going full throttle, going full speed. They took out yesterday's solar panels that they held up with bamboos to be more aerodynamic and to have more maneuverability going around the corners. You can see now the Portuguese team, the SR03 of Técnico Solar Boat, taking on the challenge. The Técnico Solar Boat yesterday finished second in the 10 a.m. event. Look to have good maneuverability on the boat.
Et on attend que ça chauffe.
La sortie bleue, c'est par là qu'il sort l'eau par le chauffe-eau. Donc il a combustible, ça fait de l'électricité, de la chaleur et de l'eau.
Ok, on est à 30 degrés et on attend que ça chauffe un peu.
Au moins 50, hein.
The French team, Mean, are now in the water, setting up their last little bits, getting ready to go out there and hit the slalom race as soon as possible. Helping them in their endeavors is Symbio, also present here at the Yacht Club today as one of the exhibitors. The Symbio team is helping Mean develop from scratch a fuel cell system for the team and help him along the design of the French team's catamaran powered by hydrogen.
No, spoko. Jeszcze zostały solarne łupy.
The Symbio company designs, produces, and markets hydrogen solutions for light to heavy-duty vehicles and offers a complete range of pre-validated and pre-integrated hydrogen systems that can meet all power and durability requirements. It is a great collaboration to see the French team work with Symbio in such tight manners. Entering the water now are the Hungarians from BME Solar Team. They're ready to go. Look at them go. The shirts are off. Hopefully, no shirt ever comes back on. BME Solar Team had a good performance yesterday, but they're looking today to improve and really dominate the opposition in the slalom race. Han Solo boat is on your screen now. The Dutch team finished 4th in yesterday's event and 3rd in the final rankings of the 2021 Monaco Energy Boat Challenge. On your screen now are the Hungarians, looking great, shirtless, ready to hit the waters. Please, boys, do not put a shirt back on. I repeat, do not put a shirt back on. You can see now going through the slalom with great efficiency and speed, the Dutch team VHL Ares de Zonneboot team, named the Sinistream. They're able to hit great strides. Pretty well done. The pilot looks focused and ready to take on these waves, ready to make the ocean its own paved highway. I think that's what it looks like.
Comme des gens qui font attention. Ah non, non, c'est un bonhomme là. C'est automatisé, regarde. Oui, tout comme cela, c'est automatisé. Ah, c'est des bateaux solaires, c'est ça. Attends, il y a un mec dessus? C'est un mec ou c'est un mannequin? Ouais, c'est un mec.
There goes the Polish team hitting the waters now. They have their solo boat ready. The pilot has put on his helmet. He looks focused. He looks ready to go and slalom around these posts. Looking forward to seeing the Polish. The Greeks are on your screen now. You can see them start their slalom attempt right now. Here they go.
Pompa ręczna, lecieć! Ej, ktokolwiek, szybko!
Look at that maneuverability of the boat. The single propeller is going from left to right. The driver is focused. He's holding on to the sides of the boat for dear life. That's how fast he's going around these corners. The G-force is absolutely outstanding on these energy class boats. Here he goes on the backside of the slalom. That was Greece's attempt at the slalom. What does the pilot say? He looks good, honestly, in his red helmet. That's all I can say. Poland on your screen now, ready to take their boat out in the water.
Dobra, uwaga, będzie odpalał.
Capgemini is ready to go. She's made the hand signal. And that is a great helmet, one of the best I've seen so far in the competition. It's colorful, it's happy. You'll have to see it. There they go, the hydrogen-powered boat from France, taking on the waters. Capgemini starting their slalom trial right now. the Capgemini pilot is able to stick real close to the buoys. You can see the photographs getting all the great angles on the backside. It's going around the big buoy now and ready to start the second half of its slalom. Again, I point to the helmet of the pilot, one of the most colorful in the competition. That was Capgemini's performance. They stuck really close to the slalom buoys. We'll see if they have the speed to get a good position at the end of the race. University of Twente's boat is on your screen now. They finished third in yesterday's event after going first place for a decent amount. They were overtaken in the final laps by Sunflare. They're a formidable team to go up against and will be beautiful to watch in this afternoon's championship race. It is one of the fastest boats in the competition, as well as one of the most sleek looking. On screen now, the Belgian team of University of Antwerp with their boat named the Shark. They're on your screen now attempting the slalom. You can see how much maneuverability the boat has. It twists and turns left and right. It's missing a solar panel in the back, or two. I hope that doesn't change anything. Yesterday, the Belgian team finished 5th, just behind a couple of the Dutch teams. We had a lot of Dutch representatives, especially at the top of the leaderboard in yesterday's endurance race. SBM Offshore is on your team now. They represent the Principality of Monaco, and they're supplied by hydrogen as an energy source. There they go around the big buoy now. Back around the paddocks, the Han solar boat, the Dutch are putting their boats into the water. You can see Team C, Shakti, Team India on your screen now. ready to take on the slalom course. The technical solar boat is taking on the slalom course now. Good maneuverability, good speed on the boat as it goes around the white buoys. The Portuguese have two boats in the water. Have two different teams, one energy class and one solar. This is the solar class you're seeing on your screen now. They're getting lapped. Good performance and good speed from Technico Solar Boat. It is unfortunate, but the Han solar boat will have to retire from today's event. After going so fast and so hard on the slalom course, their propeller has unfortunately come a bit loose. It has still been a beautiful performance yesterday from Han solar boat. They made the Netherlands proud. They made the team proud of Han solar boats, the entire region. So bravo. And they have amazing footwear in their clogs. Really, go check out their clogs. They're like...
Portable en plus en randonnée, tu vois qu'il est impressionné avec son revers. À distance.
You can see on the screen now the Dubai Sailing Tigers waiting patiently for their turn. The fans are here, they're ready, they're looking focused. They're able to see with their binoculars what's going on in the far distance. There's a good conglomeration of boats in front of the fans there. And that is the Sunflare team, one of the best teams in today's event, going at it with tremendous pace. We're getting ready for the slalom. The pilot is ready, looks focused, he's comfortable in that seat. and that is an unbelievable top speed. He's taking the waves down like it's nobody's business. Left and right he goes. Big turn around that one. He's going so fast. He's really taking the wide corners. But decent speed still. Around the big buoy, that was the first half of the slalom race. There he goes for the second half. He's focused. That is the Sunflare Solar Team, the winners of last year's Monaco Energy Boat Challenge, showing the competition how it's done. You can see how light the boat looks on the water. It's barely touching the waves as it goes through. The foil's keeping it alive and up, the propeller keeping it moving forward, and there it goes under the arches to finish its round of the solar race. Good performance from the Dutch team. They hit impressive speeds of 20 knots at one point during the race. One of the fastest speeds recorded so far. There goes the Uni boat. I was telling you about the Sunflare team. Those were the winners of the solar event. You have now on screen the winners of the energy class. That is the Italian team with their cockpit, which was made using recycled orange peels. Keep it as ecologically friendly as possible. There they go around the turns, keeping it close and tight around the buoys. There goes, he completes the first half of the passage. He's turning the wheel like a real Formula One driver. This man could seriously send his resume to Ferrari and probably have a decent shot at taking Leclerc out of his seat. Not Leclerc, actually, we're in Monaco, I can't say that. There it goes, that was Uniboat going around its slalom course. They pass into the arches now and finish their session. You can hear the fans screaming off into the distance, supporting their team. A decent job from Uniboat. The other Italian team, Fisis Paybe, however, are not impressed. Fisis' pilot is honestly like Maverick. The Italians, they tell me that he has actually competed for the role in Top Gun before settling in the Fisis Paybe team. You can see clean mobility on your screen now. One of the many Dutch teams at this year's competition. They finished 6th at yesterday's endurance race. It goes around the slalom course now. That is the Greeks of Oceanus and TUA on your screen now. Going for their second attempt. There they go at the start of the slalom race, still sticking close to the buoys. Really feeling the G-force, I bet. They hit speeds on the front side of up to 12 knots per hour. They're going now for the second half of the slalom course. That was the second attempt from the Greek team. On screen now, the Polish of AGH Solar Boat. Sleek design on the boat. The sponsors look great. The red looks great. Inspired by the Polish flag, you can see the top is white and the bottom is red. Very clever design. Oceanos, after its second lap, seems to be first on the leaderboard now, leading Team C Shakti, the Indians, as well as Cayman Ensta behind them. On your screen now is one of the French teams. This is Mine, sponsored by the hydrogen powerhouse that is Symbio. They are in themselves a hydrogen-powered boat. They're going around the buoys at a bit of a slower pace than their competition. But they're going. We have a lot of Paris-based teams at this year's event. This is one of them, along with Cayman Ensta. That is Team India on your screen now with its supporters along the Louisiana jetty, watching over as Team C Shakti takes on the slalom race. That's their second lap. They're in second place, right behind the Greeks. That's a great view there of the teammates. On your screen now, the Belgians with the appropriately named Shark boat. University of Antwerp have put on the 2 solar panels that I saw were missing from the earlier trial. They seem to be at full solar panel capacity, which is good. Competing in the solar clouds, they're starting their trial now. They seem to have good maneuverability has just gone out the window. They've hit a buoy. They go again. This is the second attempt for the Belgian team. Their second one going a bit sideways. You can see Robin, the pilot over there, looking focused, going for the second half of the slalom course. The boat has good maneuverability and looks pretty light, but it does require a bit of effort from the pilot to move it around. As you can see, he uses his body to jerk the boat side to side. There it goes for its second attempt. On your screen now, the Principality of Monaco is represented by SBM Offshore, the e-racing team. There goes the appropriately named Black Baguette. That is the French team, Hydro-Vinci. You can see the Black Baguette is laid upon the two carbon fiber poles that are then put above the two single design catamaran hulls. Those are the two white parts on either side of the boat. Hydro-Vinci their first attempt puts them There goes SBM Offshore. On your screen now, the pilot has tested the boat, driven the boat many times. It knows how to work it. It knows how to drive it around those white buoys. The flag of Monaco flying majestically in the back of the boat. The hydrogen-powered energy class boat has completed its attempt, and you can see now on screen the Hungarian team, BME Solar Boat, going for their attempt. You can see it's a pretty wide boat, and the waves are definitely there goes the BME Solar team for its attempt at the second half of the slalom race. You can see the top of the boat now. You can see how they have lots of exposed parts of the boat. It's an interesting design. Capgemini on your screen now. The French team powered by hydrogen finished third in yesterday's endurance race after surpassing Team C Shakti, who dropped out at the very last second. It seemed to have picked up a buoy on its way. I don't think that's part of the race plan. Yes, there seems to be a technical difficulty. The race may be red flagged while they go get that buoy. Fortunately for Capgemini, you are not allowed to take a buoy with you out throughout the slalom course. In the meantime, Cayman Ensta is following behind them. But how will this race has to be, yep, there's a big X from the marshals out there. The race will have to be temporarily stopped as we wait for the buoy to be freed from Capgemini's propeller. You can see the sea marshals going for them now. Sir, you can't take that. It's part of the race course. Can't take the buoy with you. Kemenense will then have to return to the start of the slalom course once the buoy is free and put back in place to go for the attempt again. I can see clean mobility as well. There's a good look at the fans. A decent crowd out there today under the sun. While we're looking at Capgemini, you can see, I mentioned this before, but the design on the helmet of the pilot, it's a bunch of colors in a very peace-inspired helmet. This operation needs the help of 2 boats and about 6 marshals. They're sending the maritime police over to arrest the pilot as well as we speak for trying to steal the buoy. I'm just kidding. You can see now the orange hats of the SBM offshore team. They look good up there. They represent the Principality of Monaco with their hydrogen-powered boat. You can see here a little picture of the size of the waves. So far so good. Yesterday the waves picked up in the afternoon and they had to delay the start of the speed record. As throughout the race the waves got more and more intense and the boats were being thrown around like rag dolls. Some of the boats, however, are ready for that and come equipped with algorithms that help predict the size and the intensity of the waves as they pass through them to help the boat maneuver around them easier. There goes Capgemini. They have finally freed the buoy from its grasp. It goes around the big buoy to finish the first half of the slalom race. We thank the marshals for keeping the buoy safe. Probably isn't too comfortable getting caught up in those propellers. Capgemini on your screen now are based on a hydrogen fuel cell with batteries and solar panels. They're drawing on the group's expertise in design and new technologies to get that boat on the water here. They first participated in the Monaco Energy Boat Challenge back in 2021 and had a solid 3rd place finish overall at the end of the challenge. There go the Greeks on your screen now for their 3rd attempt at the buoys at the slalom race. You can see the maneuverability of this energy class boat. It goes fast and it's really able to go around the buoys in a formidable manner. It's maybe one of the best ones I've seen so far out of the energy class boats. They are a bit clunkier and a bit harder to control in general, but the Greeks have really managed to work that propeller. The pilot looks focused, he knows what he's doing. They've competed in the Monaco Energy Boat Challenge before, as they were founded already back in 2016 and competed in Geneva for their first competition. They were in Monaco in 2019 and finished in 2nd place in the energy class that year. That's the year they developed an energy management system supporting the aim of green shipping using solar panels. In 2019, they also developed the optimized propellers they're using and constructed a cockpit using carbon fiber. In 2021, for their second year in Monaco, they were one of the lightest boats in the competition. As you can see, they used that to help them in today's event, building on many previous years of expertise. The Greeks are right now at the top of the energy class leaderboard, right above the Indians and the French of Capgemini. You can see the stunning backdrop on your screen now, as well as the Sunsea boat, one of this year's exhibitors. On our screen now, the Sunsea boat, the Capgemini in the French flag. You can see the Clean Mobility solar boat on the left. Oh, and we have a red flag from Cayman Ensta. Red flag from Cayman Ensta, that is bad news bears. The Swiss team looking over the French. Probably mocking them, as we all know the Swiss took down the French at the 2020 Euros on penalties. So now the Swiss do have an advantage over the French in footballing terms. Back to the boats, however, you can see Team India going for their third attempt at the slalom course. It is Team Shakti's first participation in this year's Monaco Energy Boat Challenge. They go now with incredible pace towards the first half of the slaloms. They're taking down the waves at incredible pace. Here they go. Although the marine side is a new undertaking for Team C Shakti, the students have ample experience in designing and building a battery-powered electrical vehicle. And they seem to have taken a message from, they seem to have taken the Capgemini way of doing things. They have taken a buoy with them on the way through the slalom course. The race will be stopped as the boats go back, the sea marshals go back to get that buoy. I believe it's the same buoy that was stuck by Capgemini's propeller just a few minutes ago. I think that buoy has had enough. It's taken 2 propellers to the face already. The sea marshals go back. They now know the easiest way to get those buoys out of the propellers. It's the second time in the last 10 minutes. And there we go, they have learned from the Capgemini boat and now have freed the buoy much faster. You can see these Swiss bells right now with an Edelweiss on it. That is very, very typical of Switzerland. If you ever hear a cowbell ringing, you know that the Swiss are around. As we wait for the race to get back on, we can only admire the design on the Indian boat. They came from far away. They came from the south side, the south part of India. Many of the team members are based on an inland city and often have to travel to the coast to be able to work and practice and put the boat on the water. It's been a solid job by Team India here. They're back on track now. Their flag waving beautifully in the wind. We hope for the buoys of the course that this is the last of them. We may have to start a GoFundMe page for the hospital bills of the buoys. There is the Swiss team on your screen now. That is a beautiful boat and a beautiful bell. There they go, the Lausanne-based team of the Polytechnic University of Lausanne are going to start their challenge now. You can see the maneuverability, the speed, and another buoy goes on, the speed of the boat. You can see as well the asymmetrical design of the boat that is inspired from the Polynesian proa. This allows them to have more room for the solar panels. There they are on your screen now, the Swiss solar boat going for the second attempt around, for their first official attempt around the slalom course. They have an electronic control that keeps the boat stable using plane-like foils that change and measure. It's great to hear the fans. Great performance from the Swiss. You can see on your screen now the little Swiss flag, and under it the VD 44500. That is a Swiss license plate, which probably means that if you put wheels on this boat, you can probably take it out on the Swiss highway. Might go a bit slower than the other cars, but you can still try. Capgemini is back on your screen now. They don't have a buoy attached to the back of their propeller anymore, which is definitely good news. We look again at the pilot's helmet. As I said, one of the coolest helmets I've seen so far this competition. The Swiss solar boat, as you can see, has taken first place of the solar class leaderboard. They're officially leading the slalom race in the solar class. I mean, it was absolutely amazing how they went and turned around those buoys with that Polynesian proa. If the leaderboard stands, we have the Swiss solar boats in the solar class leading the solar boat team of Twente, and then the technical solar boats, the Portuguese. We see the Belgians here again with Robin, the pilot. He's maybe putting in more work himself than the actual boat as he moves his own body to balance out the boat. The Belgian representatives come from the University of Antwerp. It was a difficult attempt. You can see it on Robin's face right now, on the pilot's face. It's difficult out there. The waves still have a decent amount of strength to them, and these light boats can get pushed around pretty easily. We give it up for Robin anyways. The pilot has done a solid performance. On your screen now, Mine from Paris are back on your screen. VHL Aris on your screen now, hitting 12 knots around these corners. They have good maneuverability on the boat. They look like a whole, like a solid boat. They have good maneuverability. Look at them go now. The pilot has a smile on his face as he does it. He's focused, but he's having a great time out there. The Sinus stream is going around the finish line now. Very well, very good job as they seem to be jumping up to first place on the leaderboard. That is VHL Aris up to first place on the leaderboard, overtaking the Swiss Solar boat. We now have the Dubai Sailing Tigers on your screen now. If I'm not mistaken, this is their first attempt at the slalom course today. And they have very good speed and maneuverability around these buoys. The driver is focused. He knows what he's doing out there. He knows that boat like it's the back of its hand. That was the first half of the course completed for the Sailing Tigers. The pilot looks focused. He has a helmet just in case. A high five. The boat of the Dubai sailing team has one light adjustable frame that you can see in the orange there. Keeps the boat light on the waters, keeps it light on its toes. It completes its slalom course right now. You can see he's got all the fans looking at them. The movable motor plates on the back behind the pilot can be moved around to keep the center of gravity wherever they need it and help them reduce drag. They also have a very advanced telemetry system. The Sailing Tigers so far, after one attempt, seem to be in fourth place. So far so good. They finished second in yesterday's endurance race. After starting the race in fourth place, they went up 2 spots and held on to that second place, even came quite close to the Italian team Uniboat. The Italian team had a bit more experience and were able to hold on to that first place, but the Dubai Sailing Tigers really held on to that second place, made the Middle East proud. On the screen now, Clean Mobility, one of the Dutch teams at this competition. A cool green design on the front. On screen now, the French team Hydro-Vinci with their beautifully named boat, the Black Baguette. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. The French flag flying proudly in the wind. Everyone in the industry knows that if you have a boat that looks like that, you have to name it the Black Baguette. I mean, if I'm at the store later today, I'm going to ask for a Black Baguette now that... They managed a very sleek-looking design. They have the aerodynamics working for them. And let's see if they can get the slalom course working for them. It is, I believe, their second attempt around the slalom course now. They're sitting in 6th as we speak. They seem to be able to reach around 6 to 8 knots, maybe a little bit faster. They're hitting 9 knots now. The driver is smiling. He's happy in there. So this is basically a highway for him. It's like he's at home. It's like he's flying through the French fields. The sea, however, has other ideas and really doesn't make it as easy as it could be. It's very bouncy out there, but the boats are made for it. They've been tested in all different conditions. The black baguette crosses now the finishing line, goes under the arches for its second attempt. And the pilot raises hands. He'll surely have a good view from that GoPro on top of his helmet. Good performance from the French team. You can see the stunning backdrop. You have a bit of Monaco on the left with the building, and then you have France and Italy. The mountains in the back are already Italy. It's a great, great place for these drivers to be racing in. Team India is back on the screen now. Team C, Shakti. They're currently sitting in second place on the leaderboard after 2 attempts. Their third attempt, they managed to catch a buoy on the way out. So we'll probably be going again. Decent maneuverability on the boat. It's one of the best performing energy class boats we've seen so far. The Indian team is helped out by the Monegasque as SBM Offshore works in close collaboration with Team C Shakti to help get that boat on the water. Team Capgemini on your screen now came back into the port of Monaco and is going back out there again. The Swiss are on your screen now. They're going for the second attempt around the slalom course. Look how it doesn't even touch the water. They're so light on their toes, the Swiss. The fall is really keeping them afloat. The Polynesian design keeping them, helping them go around these corners with such ease. They bump the buoy. I think that buoy has suffered more than anyone else this entire competition. It's been hit like 8 times, caught by 2 propellers. The Swiss Solar boat gets the claps. It has a good team. The Swiss brought a big team to Monaco this year. They were 28 here in the Principality for this week. They have 60 in total back home. That is a massive team. The Swiss team goes around the second part of the slalom course. The algorithm that they use predicts wave sizes and strength before the boat even hits them to have the best reaction time for the boat. You can see how many solar panels, how much space they have thanks to that Polynesian design to optimize as much as possible the space around the cockpit. It's a very, very sleek design. The white line on the bottom of the boat indicates where the waves should reach at its highest point. Other than that, the boat is usually floating seamlessly above the waves thanks to its foils. On screen now, Solar Boat 20 with its red horse on the front leading the way. One of yesterday's event's most performing teams, the Solar Boat 20, finished second in yesterday's event. The Dutch are well represented at this competition, and yesterday they really held on to that top half of the leaderboard. Right now, Solar Boat 20, after 1 attempt, is sitting in 3rd place. Is sitting in 3rd place. The driver looks focused. The sunglasses look really good on him. I'm a little bit jealous. They have optimized the space on the back of their boat quite well. Lots of solar panels, lots of energy usage. Really smart design. And the red horse you see on the front is a staple of the state of Twente in the Netherlands. The driver's probably happy that a bit of the water jumps up to the top of the boat because it is quite hot today. It's like 33 degrees. Anyone out there should be drinking water, don't forget. The Dubai Sailing Tigers on your screen now are going for their next attempt. The light frame really keeping that boat as aerodynamic as possible. The driver knows what he's doing. He's looking focused. You may see this boat performing next year at Silverstone at the speed they're going. This is like a Ferrari car. Good performance from the Dubai Sailing Tigers. Who were hitting over 10 knots of speed, 11, even 12 at points in the race. Good maneuverability. You can see how little space they have as compared to the solar class boats. They have one solar panel on the boat right now. The Monaco Yacht Club supplies the energy class boats with 2 single design catamaran hulls on either side of the boat, the white hulls that are connected by a carbon fiber beam. And then the teams are instructed to build their cockpit and their propulsion system on top of these white beams and carbon fiber beams. You can see now the slipway in front of the Monaco Yacht Club. A few boats are coming back in for tweaks to their boat before going back out or retiring the boat. You have the Belgians on the right side of the screen, as well as the French from Mines. In the middle, on the left side, you have Clean Mobility, the Dutch team, taking their boat back out. And in the middle of the screen, the Sinistream, that is the Dutch team of VHL Aris, who are sitting first place in the solar class right now. That is their boat on screen now. Reminder that as it is hot, everyone is welcome to take off their shirts. We have a chant here from the Italians. They're always one of the liveliest crowds here. That is Feces PIB on your screen, the Milanese-based team, and this is their boat going out on the water now. The design was inspired by a YouTuber actually, and they are using a pink design. It's not actually pink, it's fuchsia. It's a fuchsia colored boat, which represent the team. All of the shirts are fuchsia colored. The team is based in Milan, which is actually quite far from the water if you know where Milan is. There goes the Faces PIB with incredible speed around the buoys. The driver knows what it's capable of. He knows the boat. It has a Formula One style cockpit, keeping the boat light on its toes around these waves, around these buoys. They were able to build this entire boat in about 7 months and have a hashtag on the side of the boat that says Feces non dorme mai. That means Feces never sleeps. The pilot is definitely not asleep. He looks ready to go. He really killed it out there. The Feces PIB team also don't have the usual torpedo motor that many of the other teams have. They use the Garda solar motor instead and have managed top speeds in the past of up to 15 knots. On the screen now, 2 French teams. The one on the far side are Cayman Ensta. They unfortunately had to put up a red flag at one point during the race. The 2 French teams sitting side by side there on the pontoon, and the Swiss on your screen. Now look at the size of that team, talking with the Italians on the right. There they go, the Swiss. What a performance from there so far. Sitting in second place after getting overtaken by the Dutch team. The Indians are back into the Port of Monaco. Ding, 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 ding. That's the sound of the bells. You can't really hear them, but they go something like that. Ding, 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 ding. They're probably something saying like, Hopp, Schwyz. There they go. There goes the Swiss solar boat named the Dahu with their driver, their pilot, looking ready to take on. This is their third attempt at the slalom course. As you can see how they float so seamlessly above the water not even touching the white line on the bottom side of the boat. They go around the buoys, knock a couple of them out. Great speed, great maneuverability from that boat. It's absolutely amazing the way it goes around those corners. The crowd is riled up. The crowd loves it. The Swiss solar boat is based in the city of Lausanne, Switzerland, which is right above Lake Léman. The Léman Lake is usually a bit calmer than this sea, but that is no match for the Swiss solar boat. It goes around these corners with incredible ease. Good performance from the Swiss. We'll see if that jumps them up to first place on the leaderboard or not. They have a formidable team in VHL areas ahead of them still. They were able to hit speeds of 15 and 16 knots out there on the water today. You can see it on the leaderboard now, 17 knots even. Good performance from the Swiss. They sit so far. They continue in second place above the solar boat of 20. The Dubai sailing team on the screen now again. They're sponsored by the Rochester Institute of Technology of New York and work in close collaboration with them. That's a beautiful tiger design on the front. Really inspires me. You can hear the ding, 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 ding of the Swiss cowbells now. The whole team is coming down from the stairs now. They're about to cause a ruckus in the paddocks. As we get close to the end of the slalom race, the paddocks will start getting busy again. Make sure you leave space for trailers and people walking by. Capgemini is out there again with the beautiful helmet. Look at all those colors. It's like a whole rainbow. Capgemini did have an issue with that buoy. It's about to pass now. Let's see if the propeller doesn't catch it this time. The buoy is safe. I repeat, the buoy is safe. No hospital bills for the buoy. We have the Swiss solar team coming back into the paddocks now. They put up a great performance out there in their Dahu boat. The Swiss had their bells out there. Can we get a quick listen as to how they sound? That is absolutely wonderful and way better than my ding 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 from earlier. Beautiful performance. Great performance from the Swiss. They looked absolutely stunning out there. The boat performed really well. The Swiss team is coming now back in for some system checks. They must be ready. They must be ready for this afternoon's championship race. Hugely important for the Swiss as they are looking to show the world what they're capable of. I think everyone wants to keep hearing those cowbells ringing. On screen now you can see the open sea class boats with the Vita on the right and the Villa d'Este on the left. Some very sleek and wonderful designs. They are starting their endurance race. It's a very, very long race for these boats, longer than the solar class and the energy class, who only have about 3 hours of endurance in them before they have to be taken back in. These boats have a bit more of a range. Villa d'Este on the screen now is one of the best looking boats in the competition. the Villa d'Este team presents a new electric model, which is the one you see on your screen now, designed for day cruisers and sporting use. That was inspired by the runabouts of the 60s and a contemporary design. The Vita yachts are on your screen now. They have three different boats. On our screen now, EDIN as well. EDIN is short for Electric Dynamic Nautics, so that kind of gives you an idea of what they specialize in. They offer electrical propulsion systems. You can see now on your screen a very sleek looking boat, a bit smaller than the other ones. Good speed as well. They had a very good performance in the qualifying laps at the start of the week on Thursday. EDIN's goal is to create smart electric mobility solutions for people moving around the water. EDIN's propulsion systems and motors can be used in various vessels for lakes, rivers, and seas. EDIN has a high degree of innovative strength around the world, and especially in Slovenia. They have strength, speed, and global manufacturing competence, decades of experience in drive systems, and professional sales. That is a good team, that is a good company to keep an eye out for. You can see the leaderboard on the right gives you the knots, the speed of all the boats. Beautiful view we have here of the back of Monaco. That is the Fairmont Hotel on your left you just had a peek at. We're back here with a view of the shore. Team C Shakti, the Italians of Fisis Paybe have brought their boat back in. Good performance from both of the teams on your screen now. The Indians are, again, the first representatives, the first time they're here participating at the Monaco Energy Boat Challenge. Let's give a big round of support for all the teams coming back into the docks now. Congratulate them on today's performance. It's a very intense day. It has been a very intense week. They have been here, these teams, they have been here since Monday, working hard on their boat. They had 3 days to put this boat in good state and have them ready for this week's races. They have already competed in many different events, with today's being the most important one. This morning, the solar class and the energy class competed in the slalom race, while the open sea class competed in the very long endurance race. All the way to Ventimiglia they go, all the way to the Italian coast, which is no more than a 15-minute drive away by car. But that is no easy feat for these small boats. On the screen now, one of the Vita boats. The Vita yachts have 3 boats out there today. The Vita Lion, the Vita Seal, and the Vita Cub. All of them in different sizes in accordance to their names. We have 2 Seals and 1 Lion out from the Vita yachts. The TU Delft Hydromotion team is out here today as well. They show that it's possible to design and build and then race with a flying hydrogen-powered boat in just 1 year. This was built in just 1 year. For 15 years, the TU Delft Solar Boat team pushed the limits in developing solar-powered boats. In 2020, the team took the foundation in a new direction and decided to explore the possibilities of hydrogen. You can see them on your screen now. That is a super sleek design on the boat. Really going over those waves like it's nobody's business. The ocean is no match for the TU Delft Hydromotion team. Back on the shore now, you have many shirtless boys taking the boats back in. Great views. Feces Peibe and their fuchsia colored design have put up a good performance out there today. Look at them holding hands. Look at that team spirit, that team collaboration. They might as well start singing a song now. Here they go, that team spirit being shown on the slipway. Now you can see them all holding hands, helping put the boat onto the slipstream, onto the docks, and into the paddocks as they prepare themselves for this afternoon's final race. This afternoon will be the final race of the Monaco Energy Boat Challenge. That is the championship race at 2 p.m. You cannot miss that race. It will be happening right here inside the port of Monaco, very visible to all the teams. You can see again on screen now the first flying hydrogen-powered boat. This is an innovation powerhouse in front of you, the TU Delft Hydromotion team. We still have a few boats out there. You can see on your screen now. On the right-hand side, you have two teams. The Black Baguette on the front side, that is Hydro-Vinci, and in front of Hydro-Vinci's Black Baguette, you have the Cayman Ensta, the SBM Offshore on the right-hand side of the screen. That is the Principality of Monaco, their hydrogen-powered boat. Then on top of the slipway now, you have the Feces Peibe, the fuchsia colored team. That is not pink, everyone. It's not pink, it's fuchsia. Coming into the paddocks now, Capgemini. Good performance out there from Capgemini today. I think the buoys may disagree, but I thought you still looked great out there. Lots of teams coming into the paddocks now. I absolutely loved, while we're at it, the Capgemini pilot's helmet, one of the most colorful in the competition. You can spot it from a mile away. Lots of teams coming back into the paddocks now. Make sure you make space for everyone and their trailers and their boats. Behind Capgemini are Feces Peibe with their fuchsia colored boats. Again, guys, it's not pink, not purple, not red, it's fuchsia. Very important. The Milan-based team is one of the new competitors at this year's Monaco Energy Boat Challenge. Their F1 inspired cockpit is a sight to behold. A good performance from the Milanese.
a whale.
The design is actually inspired by a whale shape. It's one of the most beautiful boats, most colorful, and it was helped. The build was inspired by a YouTuber, Noisy, and you can see on the side of their F1 inspired cockpit the hashtag Feces non dorme mai. That means feces never sleeps, as they were able to put this boat ready for the competition in just 7 months. That is an unbelievable achievement. We have teams here at the competition that spent years on their boat. Feces non dorme mai came by and built it in 7 and put it on the water. What a performance. The teams are in now, getting back into the paddocks after an intense slalom race. So intense, in fact, we had some boats come out with physical damages. One of the Dutch teams went so hard that they actually managed to break their propeller. That shows the intensity that these teams compete at. Reminder that in 15 minutes inside the meeting room we will have the last few industry pitches for this event. The industry pitches are presented by exhibitors that are sitting here with us inside the meeting room. The exhibitors come and explain to you their designs, their innovative projects, and their fascinating